Another one, sir. Another one.
I'm telling you, it's the 3 Letterman curse. You get me on an interview after or before the battle,
Uh,
it's a W.
yeah, man. Frak, listen, I watch a battle like twice now, right? And listen, I got you winning the battle 3-0, right?
Wow.
Yeah, I did pick A Ward to beat you going into the battle, sir. So I can admit that I was wrong on that. Even though A Ward was solid, do you feel like he's getting beat up a little bit? Because everyone, I feel like he was trash. He didn't do Frak bodied him. Like, how do you feel about that? Or do you even care? Like, hey, I'll take it. I'll
I'm
get.
I'm aware of all the narratives. I'm very tapped into the battle rap sphere. So here's what I'm noticing. I'm noticing because of all the shit that you've been a major part with Averb. I'm noticing people are turning on Ward and people are jumping out the window saying he got bodied. And I don't think a lot of those people bought the pay-per-view and watched the battle. And the reverse effect of that is people are, when a battle comes out, people are gonna, then the new narrative is gonna be like, oh, y'all said Frak bodied this dude. This battle was debatable. This battle, like, so I'm gonna squash all that shit now. I'm gonna say it myself. That this battle is debatable. I also feel like I got every round, but I think it was a gentleman's 30.
Jump to 30.
And I left the ring feeling like I had been punched harder than I ever had been punched. Like, I think that was some of the best shit that's ever been said to me. So,
Mm.
I want to give props to A-Ward because when I was in there, hearing the shit he was saying, I was like, oh, I might be getting cooked right now. I gotta think of a rebuttal. You know what I mean? So I
But
want
you
to
didn't
give
feel like
before.
it. But watching it from the crib, right? And I'm watching it. I'm listening to it. And I listen. However you want to slice and dice, oohs and ahs, and in the building, great. But people, it felt like watching it from the crib. Respectfully, Ward, you my guy, but it felt like you had the fans in your hands. You had the whole world in your hands. You had it in your hands. Did you feel like that after round three?
Yeah, I mean, I knew I got the third clear, and those first two felt like it could have gone either way.
Mhm.
But then I watched it on camera. I think my style just translates better to camera a little bit. I think in the building, A Ward's projection and performance, he might be one of the best in the game at
Mhm.
performing. So in the building, even as my home crowd, even people in the building were like, I had you Frak, but it was close. But I think the internet seems to be taking my side a lot more, and I think that's because some of my intricate writing comes off on camera a little bit more.
What does it mean to you that for a guy, how many battles do you have, Frank?
Probably 11 or 12.
All right, let's stay there right quick. You have 12 battles, and it's come to find out during this battle, A Ward alluded to it that you guys came in with 2016 together, right? He
Mm-hmm.
battled Franchise and you battled
Step Easy.
Step Easy, right? Boom. So how does it feel that when I say Geechee Gotti, Cortez tweeted out that you're one of the best writers in battle rap? Did you see that?
Damn, no, I gotta
Yeah,
shout out
look at
Cortez.
go
I
look.
missed that one.
No BS. Cortez tweeted that. I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Verb, he rocks with you, but Verb got Verb is Verb, right? But what does that
Yeah.
mean to you? That your peers, anytime you battle, they say you dangerous. All the bloggers say that. The fans say that. Like, yo, you get a lot of love in the culture.
I know. Yeah, no, and like honestly, this is one of those battles like my Diz one where it was at a timely and relevant place in the culture. I feel like
Mhm.
because of not only the Averb narrative, but also just because I feel like me and A-Ward are at our best and like
Mhm.
two guys who are both, and he said it. What he was speaking was facts. Like he's been so much more active than me in battle rap. 75 headliners. He was listing off his stats.
Yeah, he said
It's
that.
true. He's
Yeah.
done a lot of work in the culture, and I've taken the opposite route where I've been very strategic about the opponents I take. I'm gonna battle once or twice a year, get out, do my other shit, have a lot more fun, do creative shit, not battle in Missouri or wherever the fuck A-Ward's battling. But at the same time, that made that clash amazing because it was like these two styles, these two approaches to battle rap coming out against each other. And I've been slept on a lot of my in my career too. I think I've had performances that have been swept under the rug, especially by that's only for myself to blame for one side of battle rap, as you may say, and not
Mhm.
touching the URL or RBE platform yet in my career. But I think this matchup had that type of relevancy where just like the Diz battle, it'll cross over and introduced me to a lot of new fans.
How much did Averb antagonizing A Ward put more eyes on both you guys? Not only him, not only A Ward, they're watching you too.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, when I saw those spaces he was doing, it actually put pressure on me too. Cause I was like, no matter what happens in this battle, there's gonna be a lot of discussion about it. But
Right.
it's the type of pressure you look forward to as a battle rapper. It's like, okay, the eyes are on me for this one. I think the narrative is extremely interesting now because even though Averb seems to be very happy about my win and like it's proving a lot of what he's saying about A Ward right, I can see that angle, but I also see an angle for Averb where A Ward was the kind of the heavy favorite going in. It seemed like people were choosing A Ward, and now it seems like people are turning. A Ward might have a little bit of an underdog effect, and that's what you want going into a top tier battle like that. And I think if people are
Even after a
doubting
loss,
A Ward,
even after a loss, Frak.
that's what I'm saying. After a loss, A Ward is going to be the underdog. I think a little bit more.
But do you
And
want that though? Do you want to be the underdog going after a loss? Do you want to be an underdog going into a battle after losses? I
you
guess.
never want to, but you never want to be a loser. You never want to have just taken a loss. All I'm saying is, you want to be an underdog in the sense that A Ward now has something to prove. And last time that happened was against Big K when he
Dixon.
lost, and he made a point to prove against
Yeah.
Vixen. So I'm very excited to see what happens with this battle now after this. I think it might be bad news for Averb about what happened with me and Ward last night.
Who do you like?
Whoo, that's tough. I think I'm a fan of Verb, like just his rapping ability and everything, and he's actually been pretty good lately. So it's hard for me to pick against him, but I think I'm gonna go with Ward just based on this dynamic of him. And I also think styles make fights, right? Like
Right.
people are like, some of these bloggers are just like annoying me because they're like, "You lost to Frak, bro. You lost
Yeah,
to
that's
Frak.
crazy. That's
You're
wild.
gonna beat Vert." And it's like, first of all, y'all don't even know who the fuck I am. Like
Right.
some people I've seen who already don't know who I am and like don't know my work.
You're not
So
tapped in. You're
don't
not
even
tapped
speak
in, Frank. You're not tapped in.
don't even speak on me if you're not aware of it. And then
Right.
the second part of that narrative is styles make fights. So obviously, Averb is a much more top tier opponent than me, but my style works well against Ward. Ward's style will work well against Verb. Kind of like what I was pointing out in that third round to A Ward about how he does worse against white rappers and how he needs kind of he needs the style, like the more aggressive URL style in order for his like clean that whole shit. Even though that was like
Yeah,
the raw
man.
truth I felt like I was giving him, I think that's gonna work against Verb. I think that dynamic is gonna work well. So
Wow.
yeah.
Christians supposed to eat crackers, but all the crackers eating you? Come on, Frank. What we doing, son? What are we doing? That immaculate, what was that immaculate line you had? Immaculate concept.
You're not Jesus. You're supposed to have immaculate conception. You had an
But
immaculate death.
come on, son. Ah, yo, let me ask you a question. So you win the coin toss, so A1 goes first. Are you doing the Birdman rub like this? Because now
100%. I looked to my homie. I said, that was huge. I can't tell you that was huge.
right. So his first round is what? Because he said, you know what's funny though? If in the beginning of his first round, he goes, "I'm going first now. I can't rebuttal." He said that. Do you think that messed with him a little bit?
Yeah, but he also loves being the person to like he freestyled in that first round like based on what was happening in the venue, like my outfit, like he loves being like, I'm here, I'm in the moment type shit, which always is dope.
Your first round. Your thoughts on your first round?
It was good. It was I always come out the first just rapping, like, I think people often categorize me as an angler or as a humorous battle rapper, but my first round is always all bars, all rapping, and just like proving my skill set.
Yeah, man. The Wardell line, Ward L, like God, that was crazy, man. The Jesus Christ line was tough. The Aaron versus A Ward talk. I like that, man. The Christian platform alter ego line. That was crazy. That was wild. Even the shoot Deshaun Watson. I like that, man. You know what I'm saying? I had you 1-0 going into the first round. Did you feel that way up 1-0?
Yeah, I felt like it was debatable.
Mm-hmm.
But I felt like a lot of his round was spent doing grind time references, which were great, and the crowd loved it. So I felt like
Mm-hmm.
he was getting a lot of reaction, but it wasn't as much direct to me as my material was direct to him, you know?
So obviously, once Ward is going second now, rebuttal's coming, right? Were
Yep.
you shocked the both rebuttals didn't land?
I'm going to say this. The one thing that I wanted to push myself to do in this battle was rebuttal. And it's something that I know I'm a good freestyler, and it's something that I feel like could be, with more experience, one of my best attributes, rebuttaling.
Right.
And I've had good rebuttals in battles, but I've never had like classic rebuttals. And I feel really proud of myself as like a rapper to
You
like that.
beat him in his own game, Frak. You beat him in his own
I
game with
won.
rebuttals.
Yeah. That's probably like, I leave the battle feeling the best about that, because I feel like that's A Ward's one of the best freestylers, rebuttalers in the world. And to be able to beat him at his own game, like I was like, okay, I feel like I leveled up, you know?
Because a rebuttal, once you hit a rebuttal, that's a haymaker and a half. And I was kind of shocked that both the rebuttals, it wasn't bad, but usually he has, a haymaker with it. I don't think he had a haymaker with it. Now, did you feel that? Now, here's the thing. In battle rap, we love talking about pain and struggle, right? He went into that bag. I gotta be honest. I didn't have a problem with your dad being a professor and everything like that. I'm an old head, 40-year-old man. I said I applaud that. Like,
I don't. Yeah, I mean, I don't think he was trying to say. Yeah, I guess it's funny too, because my dad teaches community. My dad teaches astronomy at community college. It's like
right.
I wish that made us rich, but for sure. But but at the same time, I don't think he was trying to diss my dad. I think he was trying to paint a bigger narrative.
You're trying to say you got a silver spoon.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think that I kind of had a feeling he was gonna do that this battle. Like paint himself as the struggling white guy versus the not struggling white guy. And yeah, I didn't mind that angle. I think the whole article thing was super effective too. But I also feel like, similar how I felt about the Soul Combat, I was like, you going back 10 to 15 years to grab angles from the internet is like, to me, I'm an angler, but all my angles are like stuff that everyone knows. I'm not revealing any information, right? But it actually worked out pretty perfectly, and I'm mad I didn't freestyle work it in. But then because I started my second with the whole you exposed Big K's parents for being employed, which he basically did about my dad too. So it the material kind of fed into my material in a way, you know.
So let me ask you a question, Frank. So in the second round, when Ward does the Noah's Ark line, right? When a light bulb just goes in your head to flip that, is that educate us? How does that work? You take that line and then finesse it better than when he said it in the second round.
Yeah, no, that was dope. That was like, I was like, I know how you feel, A Ward, when you have a monster rebuttal and it just clicks in your mind. I was like, that's one of those flow state moments, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. And then the Psalms is sweaty. The song when you be in a comedic bag though, son, you a funny dude, and you can rap, man. The Psalms, the impersonation and everything like that. I just felt like you're doing too much now. When you doing all that, oh man, you break down the seven deadly sins of Christian rap. When you did all that, I'm like, all right, I got Frak 2 right now, man. There's not much I can do here, boy. There's not much I can do with it, dog.
I'm a stickler, and I feel like I could have been more clean. I wouldn't say I stumbled by any means, but I feel like I had to run it back a couple times. That was a little. I feel like I could have been a little more clean at the end to execute that 7 deadly sins shit. I just wish I was a little more. So I totally understand if there's any round that's debatable. It could be that second, because he was popping off in the second.
Right. But then the battling God, at least he knows I'm God's here. I'm like, all right, man, this is just a little, yeah, man. How How do you feel about A1 overall throughout the battle? How do you feel about his third round?
His third round, I think that's the one I knew I got clear. Like
Okay.
I left that round being like, okay, this is my round to.
That was his lightest round, I would say.
Yeah, but at the same time, he did have a great angle in there, which I knew he was gonna do about us starting batter rap at the same time and how much more he's achieved, which definitely was very effective.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I just had too much in that round.
Another rebuttal you got with the Cadillac Ron situation. Then you said touch on something 8 years old, like a pastor from school. That was like the Kentucky Derby. You bet on a horseman playing a race card. Like, dog, I'm like, yo, my man, this is like the Crip Killer, another what, the missionary thing and everything like that. Like, wow, this is, woo, man. What's next for you, brother? Are you gonna battle this year? Is it more like I'll see you guys next year? I feel like that's what kind of guy you are. I'll see you guys in 2020.
I definitely not. I'm not gonna hop right back, but I got this. I got the SoulCon battle. I got this battle this year. Maybe I could sneak in at like number 17 on the champion of the year if I get another one by the end of the year. So I wouldn't be surprised if you see me, sometime in the winter or late fall. I would love to do another joint, but nothing on the books. I'm open.
Okay. So I know you called out John, right? Let me give you the backstory to what I did on Twitter. So when Pass, were you able to watch Pass and $3?
Hey, first of all, Reed's one of my favorites of all time, but my boy Pass, Battle Rap sleeps on my boy Passwords, man.
He 30 Reed.
I've talked to you about this, 3. I've talked to you about this, 3. Battle Rap, I don't know what they got against I think probably because he had a couple big losses on URL, but I think Pass is the most slept on legend in battle rap history.
He $30 like it was nothing. Respectfully, somebody said, "No, Reed, respectfully, King. You was on 15 Minutes of Fame talking about you had a dog fight. That wasn't a dog fight to me, sir. Respectfully, Reed, you a legend, but that was a clear 30 by Pass.
I love Reed.
Right.
And I thought Reed actually went crazy against Easy. Like
yeah,
I
he
thought
was solid. Yeah.
I think people actually slept on his performance against Easy. But I do think Pass got him pretty clean.
So John tweets out, "Oh, Frak calls me out," and I said, "Frak will give you a better fight than Reed right now, dog. I know Reed wants a rematch. With that, I said, take Frak, man. It's on his Twitter line. I said, take Frak, my guy. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. How do you think about the whole card itself, though?
Man, it was legendary, man. Like I even was tripping because Elisha announced at the beginning, like Frak's first grind time battle, and I was like, damn, that's crazy. Cause it's kind of been like the first battle of the Bays happened down the block from my house when I was like 12, like when I was like in middle school watching this shit on YouTube. So to be now like on the card with all these people who super inspired me was awesome. And I was really surprised. I mean, obviously, all the viral disasters, weird imagination battles, some of them turned out extremely weird. But I will say, some of that shit was worth it for the fact that this was a card unlike any card you would see on URL or RBE. And I think battle rap has been pretty. You see a lot of similar leagues putting out similar type of battle rap, which is needed, but also you need that other shit. You
Yes,
need
you need everything. Yes, I agree.
Carter Deans of the world. You need the Lunar Sea and
Yes.
Marv Ones, like all these characters.
Leslie, we need Leslie. I rock with Leslie heavy. Leslie's fire. I rock with Leslie heavy, Frank. I ain't going. And SoulCon, SoulCon, he was wild a little bit.
Back.
Yeah, he 30 QB to me. I ain't gonna lie. I had him 30 in quantum physics, respect.
13 years, that whole shit, bro. The crowd, we all went crazy for that.
You got 30 again, quantum. I mean, come on, bro. He beat you. I beat you 12 years ago in the rematch, and I don't know, man.
Good for SoulCon, man. I was super hyped for him because during our battle, he just seemed like he was in a bad place mentally, and during this battle, he just seemed so charismatic and like he was back having fun with this shit,
Right. All right. So when are we going to see you again, sir?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I'm outside in terms of like I may battle. I may battle only 2-3 times a year, but
Huh?
you see, I'm always cooking something. Like you follow my page, I got skits, I got music, I got cartoons. So
Huh?
you know, you'll see me every day if you follow me on the internet. In terms of battle rap,
Mm-hmm.
I'm down. I'm open, man. RBE, URL, King of the Dot, GTX, whatever league wants to make something interesting happen. I am phoning all calls.
I heard a certain league is doing a card soon. I don't want to. I don't want to blow them up like that. I have respect for that. I don't leak
Mm.
stuff. I hope you're on that card.
I might not be if it's what if what you're thinking of,
You should be.
but yeah, not because of me, not because of them. But I got some
It's always
shit.
because of you. It's always because of you, Frak. Stop it. You know that. You know that.
But
It's always 'cause of you. You know what I mean? So yeah, brother. But you know, once again, man. Every time you pop out, man, you give us something to talk about. And down the timeline, it was like Frak is this, Frak is that. Frak was impressive. You know. So
let me ask you something, three. If I were
yes.
to do a battle on URL or RBE, like I wouldn't want to battle a John, for example, because I wouldn't just want to, especially because I feel like there's so many battle rap fans who don't know who I am. I wouldn't want to just pop up against the top tier. So
All
who
right.
would be someone who's in that almost top tier range that but isn't like a legend that you would think like that would be a good matchup for Frak on one of those leagues?
All right. So let's go RB first. See, you battle Danny, you battle Geach, battle Diz. Who would be a good opponent for Francavelli to battle RBE though? Yo, you and
That's
Chef Trez. You and Chef Trez.
Ooh,
I like you
okay.
and Chef Trez.
I do like that battle
I like you
actually.
and Chef Trez
He's great. He's
in the
great.
blue room.
In the blue room,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, Frankie. That's what we doing. Yeah, you and
Chef
Chef.
Trey, that's
I like
hard.
that. It's rapping. We rapping, Frank. If we
Yeah.
just talk about rapping, no shenanigans, just straight rap,
Yeah,
get to
no,
it.
I've had a lot of battles where it's had to be so much strategy with Soulcon and A word. It was like so someone like Chef Trez or like even someone like I was thinking Luke Castro or someone like Sheet Happens or someone on
You and
that side
Sheed. I like you and Sheed also. I like you
where
and
it's
Sheed
like
though. Yo, you and
yeah.
Sheed would be comical.
Yeah, he's funny.
Yeah, you and Sheed. I like you and Sheed though.
Yeah, he's
So
dope.
you are around. Wow. Who are you around, Frank? Mm. You and
You
JC?
know who else would be a crazy battle? I don't know if JC you said?
Yeah.
JC would be dope. I actually really like that. I never thought of
Loso.
that. Give the Christians a break, but I'm gonna put them back on. Hey, someone I just thought of though that I think would be really crazy would be me versus New Jersey Twerk.
You and Twerk. Yo,
I
see,
think
so you got some. If I know you, you got some thoughts in your head. Where would you want to
not
go with
yet.
this?
No, see, I don't
The
be scheming
stature
in my
alone
spare
is
time.
crazy.
I don't be scheming on people in my spare time. Only when it's booked I'll start cooking ideas. But I just thinking about that battle, that style clash of Twerk's just crazy energy and bars, and then my shit. I
Right.
feel like that's one of those style clashes that could really work.
Yeah, but I wouldn't mind seeing that. I hope you do get on both those leagues. I want to see you on URL. I want to see you on RB. You know what I mean? You
Yeah,
can rap, my dude. Come on, man. You a hip hop dude. I see you with Killer Mike. You more than just a battle rapper. That's not even you a hip hop dude. You know what I'm saying? You a rap. You
hell
rap,
yeah,
man.
I'm Killer
You feel
Mike.
me? So, Frak, man, I appreciate you, my brother.
Appreciate you too, three man. Always good chopping in. I'm glad I could prove you wrong, but also prove
You did.
the three Letterman curse correct every time I come on here, man.
Oh man, Frak, man, peace and love, King.
Salute, legend.
My guy. Oh man.